We got a handful of young bulls today. They haven't showed us a whole lot in the past. Today's kind of a prove or die type situation for them. As of right now, most of the time, this just be our third trip to ever put on these bulls. What we're mainly looking for is intensity, kick, and if they're looking to turn back or if they're looking to keep going straight. If they got the intensity, kick, and trying to spin, they're gonna stay. We'll keep them around 3-4 more trips, let them try to close up and figure out what to do. If they don't have any of that, they're definitely gone to the sale barn.
I think we're doing pretty good for I call us amateur weekend breeders, you know. So I feel like we're doing had pretty good luck. We've had like Lucky always gets a check for us. He's not that consistent on winning, and then we've got some that's some 2-year-olds that go win a show, and then next time they'll do bad. But anyway, well, I feel like we've had a pretty good 7 years as long as I've been in this business. So we've made some progress and learned a heck of a lot. And it's just, you know, one of them wonderful kind of education. You spend a lot of money, you learn a lot, and you can't go buy it any way else, but you just gotta get in there and do it.
We've bought bulls before that we thought were gonna be the real deal. We get them home. I don't know if it's changing feed, changing handlers, changing flank man. I don't know what it is, but we bought some that we thought were the real deal. Get them home and they ain't worth the flip. And we bought some that when we were on the way home, thought, man, why did we buy that one? And get them home and they are the real deal. So that there's no telling, anything can happen at any given time, I guess. That's what we've been looking for. That's what he was doing when we bought him. Hopefully he keeps doing that. We'll find out next year, the 3-year-old.
But yeah, he looked pretty good. He made a little winter feed now. We didn't think he'd do anything with a dummy. We've already had a rider on him. He's so big. And we just wanted to kind of put a trip on him today in the chute. Only problem we're having with him is a little, you know, acts up in the chute. And so we're trying to get him to calm down a little bit. When I first got in this, a friend of mine told me, said, hey, the Wilsons are bucking some bulls on a Sunday afternoon. Let's go over. You need to meet the Wilsons anyway. Talking about Laramie and his brother Hayden and the daddy, mama. So anyway, we went on a Sunday afternoon, just hung out, you know, a little tailgate party type deal at a little arena they had in Buckton. I met him, and we've been friends ever since, and he's been pretty well running the bucking bull, and then I got Randy takes care of the feeding, so I just run around like a big shot.
All right, half of their ration. 7 times 12, 84, and half of that, 42. My main job is to make sure these bulls are fed properly and on a regular schedule, twice daily. Just like they're done on the road. They get fed twice a day on the road, so we get them in that regimen here, so they're used to it. Well, it's just a real high protein, multi-grain, and we add a supplement to the younger bulls that are still developing. We'll add a supplement to them for, probably maybe a year maybe, or a season. And then once they develop, then we just drop them back on their regular feed and hay. And good, fresh, clean water. We keep good, clean water for them. They have a job. They're athletes. They don't just get to sleep and eat. We exercise them even, push them up and down the alleyway here, let them play in the sand pit. We have a number of different avenues that we take just to work them, to keep them toned up, honed up, and on their edge.
Lucky Draw's back there. He was good for us all year last year. He won probably close to 50,000, and he's still been strong this year. He hadn't grown up as we wanted him to, but he's still been bucking and winning for us. Wild Wiley, he placed 13th for us last year in Vegas. He hadn't stepped up like we'd liked him to with a rider, but he's still been pretty solid. We got high hopes for him as a classic bull. Everything else, they're young bulls that we don't know a whole lot about yet. Yeah, that's ugly truth. He's one of those bulls, when we bought him off the video, he was real, real good. When he does his deal, he's outstanding, but when he doesn't, he's horrible. There is no in between for him. It's ugly truth. He's kicking and spinning. He's just lacking intensity. He should be about 1 or 2 jumps, turn back to the right. That's what he should be. He usually don't act this silly, so it could be a totally different change of pace for him, good or bad. But as of right now, he's not going to the sale barn, and he'd have to show us 2 or 3 bad trips before he did. He was a Super Series champion last year, won us a trailer.
Sort of. He won a trailer 1 year's use of it, and so we needed a bigger trailer anyway. So we said, well, we just want to buy one. So it was $6,000 off of a new trailer is all. It cost me $26,000. But anyway, we got a good trailer today.
Yeah. He wasn't as good as we wanted him to be, but he still looked pretty good. He went left today. He's never gone left for us before. I don't know what that was all about, but we got our tune-up trip in. We'll see how it goes at Vegas.
Feed time.
You can't go buy a champion. That's the problem. You got to just go buy something you hope he turns out to be a champion. I've got a bushwhacker son right now, and he's great. So I don't know what his future is going to be, but he's sure showing a lot of promise. So there's sometime it passes on, sometime it don't. Depends on the cow, I think. Basically, what Laramie's learned me and from other people too, but intensity and a lot of buck and a lot of kick, and so you got to have some spin. We don't want no race horses down here on top bucking bulls. We get some of them, but we don't want them. You can't do that. You maybe once or twice to get an entry fee, and that's it. If you show some promise here in the practice pen, but they got to show me something here before I'm going to spend $1,000 on for entry fee.
Some bulls they don't mature very fast. You got to give them time, let them grow up. Just like the tall, gangly kid on the basketball team, you think he should be good because he's tall, but he can't even run without tripping over his feet. In junior high, by the time he's a senior in high school, he's got college scouts looking to give him a full ride. It's the same thing in bulls. You just got to look at them and know what their potential could be. They better have at least 3 good trips to the house and 1 or 2 on the road when we haul them to other people's arena before you start counting your money for sure, because 1 good out of the house ain't nothing. It ain't nothing at all. This bull hasn't showed us much potential. He's on the chopping block for today. Hopefully he can turn it around and it ain't a total loss.
Oh. Hell barn.
Gotta find out he ain't gonna take it now, then feed him another year and find out. I don't recall him, so it must mean he ain't no good.
Well, they asked me what breed are these bulls? I said, well, I think they're mixed breed.
Got something.
Could be good. He flipped over and had a little bit rough out, trying to kick too high, and he got some intensity. He could be possible to be good. My age, I need action faster. I need to buy them ready. And so, just like a while ago before you got here, we had a call from a guy that bucked some of his 9-month-old weanling calves, and he was really excited about 3 of them, so I'm gonna go look at them. So that's the kind of way I like to buy them, when they're just been weaned and you don't know, and you take a chance, you don't spend as much money. If you go buy a 2-year-old that just want to show somewhere, you're gonna cost you $100,000. So then you're sure taking a gamble there. Because he won one show. I've had them do the same thing, and you just don't know what they're going to do.
It's just something special. I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm blessed to be a part of it, actually. You know, Tom and Laramie have been just great with me, and Hayden. They've taught me. I mean, I thought I was fairly well knowledgeable, but I didn't know anything really compared to these animals. You don't rush them. I can't get overly involved with one of them because it could be short-lived. This is a cowboy job that I wish I'd have had when I was a little kid.
Overall, I was pretty happy with them. There was a few that I didn't think would be any good that ended up not being, and there's a few that I thought were going to sell barn that proved me wrong. There's 1 or 2 that I had high hopes for, and I still got high hopes for them. They look pretty good still. And then there's a few middle-of-the-run bulls that will sell off somebody for practice bulls or whatever. They're just average bulls. They're nothing to go compete with.
This is a bunch of bulls that we bought together, 8 of them together. They didn't show much promise the first time we bucked them, but we got them at a price we could afford. And lost 1 already to a broken leg, but anyway, so we got 7 left, and then looked like we culled 2 today, so we got 5 left. So we can get it down and get 2 or 3 out of the 8, we'll be happy. The fact some of them hadn't ever bucked before, and they really turned it on today, so that was good news. We were glad to see that. So maybe might have a winner. You never know.
How about old Lucky? What'd you think about him?
I wasn't too happy with him today. He'd been acting up like a spoiled child here the last day or 2, but he'll be all right. He'd probably got a check at a show, but not like the last time we bucked him here. He was really intense. So he's fixing to have to step up and go into the Classic. That's going to really be, if he go in the Classic and gets a check every time, that'd be amazing.
I'm kind of like Tom. He didn't have near the intensity or kick that he normally has. I don't know that it's a good or bad thing. I wish he would go right. He bucks a lot harder when he does. I love it. This is what I've always wanted to do. I'm getting to do something I love every day. I don't have to be at work at 9 and leave at 5 every day. Yeah, I love it. I couldn't be more happy about anything other than winning more. I could always enjoy winning more.
Yeah.